Dear students, today I am going to teach you the first chapter of Geography of 10th class. The name of the lesson is Resources, Concept, Classification and their Management. First of all, we must know what is a resource. So, resource can be defined as anything that satisfies human needs and improves the standards of living. So we can say that anything that benefits us directly or indirectly is called as a resource. Resources were considered to be the raw materials of the environment in the past. But nowadays, whole of the environment, that is the surface layer of the earth, whole of the earth is considered as a resource. Now, resources can be classified in different ways. I must tell you that resources are all such things that we use in our daily life also. For example, water, food grains, transport means. Now we have come to classification of resources. Resources are classified firstly on the basis of their origin. It includes biotic and abiotic resources. Biotic resources are those resources which come from living things such as plants and animals. Abiotic resources are those resources which come from non-living things. These have the ability to reproduce themselves, that is biotic resources. They have the ability to reproduce themselves as long as the environmental factors are favorable for them. Abiotic resources, on the other hand, are not capable of renewing themselves. In abiotic resources, we can add the examples of coal and petroleum. These are not easily renewable. Now the other classification is based on the state of development. They include potential and developed resources. Potential resources include those resources whose entire quantity is not known to us and is not used presently. But developed resources include those resources which have been fully developed and are used at present. Example for potential resources is uranium found in Ladakh, which can be used in future. And developed resources include rivers, forests, etc. Third classification is based on the basis of their renewability. These include these type of resources include exhaustible, and inexhaustible resources. Exhaustible resources are those resources which cannot be replaced once they are used by the human beings. And inexhaustible resources are those resources which can renew themselves even after being used. So exhaustible resources include petrol, coal, and natural gas. Inexhaustible resources, on the other hand, include air, water, and sunlight. Sunlight, water, and air, these resources are available for human beings all the time. But coal, petroleum, and natural gas can be exhausted very fast if we continue using them recklessly. Now we can also say that resources can be man-made or natural. Man-made resources include all those resources which have been made by man. For example, roads, buildings, houses, canals, dams, etc. And natural resources include forests, air, water, and soil. These are called as natural resources because they have been derived from nature and they come to us from nature. So today we have learned that what is a resource and how resources can be classified in different ways. So I hope that you must have understood the topic very well.